All right, getting back into Invisible Ink with a game that I was playing before. Last time I was on Twitch with this game. Playing with Shalem 11 and Dr. Zoo on expert level. Dan31 asks if I get free codes for games since I developed them. Occasionally, if you just know people in the industry, you might get into betas or you might get free codes for a game just because you happen to know somebody. But that's not 100%. I mean, most of us, like, if somebody at the studio says, "Hey, I got a couple free codes for this game," we all get excited because that's not commonplace. You don't just assume you're going to get free codes for things. All right, so Shalem's going to check this place out. Holy crap!
The server terminal is in that room. It would be a shame to leave it undisturbed.
That was quite sudden.
Oh no, it's her.
Who's this guy? Where's he going to go? He's going to leave the room. Well, that's convenient. Missing anything? No. Well, it's going very well so far. What are you going to do? Oh, it's a data bank.
Interesting. They have a lot of on-site data banks here. Might be worth a search.
All right. So it's going to take a sec, I think, for him to... Oh, wait, I didn't even notice that guy there. What's he going to do? He's going to be patrolling back and forth. All right, so just in case, we're going to be ready. And then let's just parasite freaking everything. Starting with the twos, definitely. Then use all of our power just to get everything at once. We'll pick up some more from those consoles. And end turn. 1031 noticed my Moonrise t-shirt and became sad. So they just put my objective just like right in the very first room here, which is not bad. What happened? I forget what happens. Does it install daemons? I forget what the consequence is of accessing the server farm. We're gonna try it anyway. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have waited till I grabbed those things. So I can reveal hidden daemons. Lockpick, just regular old lockpick, which is sometimes preferable to parasite. Okay. Dagger, 3 firewalls for 1 power, 5 turn cooldown. Okay, so it's really powerful, but you can only use it rarely. Already got parasite. What was overdrive? Lowered cooldown to raise power costs. All programs cost extra power, but they're -2 cooldown. Let's still put a 3 on this, so that doesn't help me too much. Tag those little guards. So they can be tracked. Daemons last less time. That's pretty cool. Gain power, increase firewalls. Gain 5 power +1 to all firewalls. That seems like an emergency measure. So I wouldn't mind having Bless, but I think Dagger is what I need to complement Parasite. Leaves me with 310, which I can't really use on much. Lockpick I don't think I need after I've got Dagger. So let's stay there.
New daemons incoming.
Yeah, so it's gone to install daemons in places where I was already parasiting. So
the second the connection dropped. I knew we couldn't trust that damn cat.
Is that a person pretending to be a cat or a cat pretending to be a person? It's weird either way.
Alright, so let's steal this. I love that that's a cat, by the way. I'm not sure why. Hey, Ian. So it turns out that Secret Ponchos is exclusively a multiplayer game, and I think there's nobody left on the servers. So we're not playing that. We're playing Invisible Ink. So hope you brought a robot. Or
I did bring a robot.
Well, perfect then. You'll have something to do.
We could, you play Mighty Number 9.
I could if I had bought it. I
have
heard
it.
that there were... You have it?
Yeah.
Well, where do you have it? On what platform? That's tempting. I'm already in the middle of this, but we should add that to the list.
Sure. Yeah, you wouldn't want to play it too close to launch.
Okay, so my objective was right next to my starting room, which is amazing. And the only so now I just need to figure out where the exit is. Of course, the only downside was there's guards coming in and out of this room constantly. Both of the rooms that I'm in right now. So gotta try to clear them out and try to remember now. Where exactly is this guy's route? That way. Alright, so if I want to do this thing, I've got to be over here, I think. I hope I wouldn't be caught if I'm over there. So I'm gonna hide here. Actually, I'll hide here. Peek through the door. No, I can't. I'll just sit there then.
Have you been talking to Chad at all?
Yeah, I didn't see the very last thing that Dan said, but he did comment on my Moonrise shirt, which, made everyone kind of feel bittersweet feelings.
I get free codes sometimes.
Yeah, Ian gets more free codes than most people. Ian's an unusually good source for free codes.
Depends on...
Oh, so...
and it also helps a lot if you... It's usually pretty easy as a developer to sign up to judge stuff.
And then you get on lists.
And then you get on lists, and then you judge the IGF 1 year. And
suddenly you're judging it every year.
Yep.
Alright. So I'm gonna hang out over here. And this guy's gonna peek around. See what's in these places. Okay, need to find a power source for that sucker. I'm trying to decide, do I think most of the stuff in this world is over on this end? Do I think most of it's over on this end? There's really no way to tell. And if I know where the exit is, and I know how to sort of parcel out my guys, if I know the exit's over here, then I can assume that Shalem is going to be coming back that way, and I can let Shalem be the one who deals with this databank. But if we're actually going to end up going left, then I want Zoo to deal with it right now while he's here. And I don't know which one I want to do. Let's just hang out over here. Peek. Can't see anything else. Alright. Oh, wait, here's a problem. I playing with Shalem. I forgot to capture that camera, and so he can't actually go running into that room like I had planned. Oh, let's just kick in all the daemons. Why not? I just bought a new power that reduces their duration, so good chance to test it out. So this might contain.
So
nothing.
confident at this point.
Oh yeah. I've restarted this game so many times that I don't mind the idea of restarting it again, and that's kind of the cost of being reckless. So, all right, and wait a minute, I didn't move Shalem. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought that I had moved him, but I did not move him. Well, that was foolish. Now that guy is just totally activated, and for a while he's gonna have +1 armor, it looks like. Or it looks like no, they got delayed. That my daemon that reduces durations just reduced that to 0. So awesome. I wonder what happens if I open that door.
What was that?
Means okay, I control where he's gonna investigate. And hide over there. See, I could have rewound to correct that, but that would have felt like kind of a waste, because there's so much worse trouble I could get in later that I just don't want to waste it on this. But I always hate it when I just make, when I don't make a strategic error, I just make a dumb error. Like, I forgot to move a guy, or I accidentally ended the turn early.
There's a button you knew you needed to click, and you forgot.
Yeah.
You went, I need to do A before B, and then you forget to do B.
Yeah, and then it's like I only get the one rewind. Like in the in the earlier difficulty levels, when you get a larger number of rewinds, it just feels like I'll just blow a rewind on that, whatever, no big deal. But when I only have one rewind at the higher difficulty levels, I'm like, I need to save that for like the genuine ridiculous surprise that came out of nowhere. So, unfortunately, so that means that this guy, because he's been alerted once, he's going to be running all over the map instead of following his patrol path. That's going to make things harder for me.
Investigating the area.
Something got unlocked there. Alright, well, I'll have to find the power source for this sucker later. Probably through that door. I'm going to hang out here. And Shalem, on the other hand, let's see, where's this guy going to go? Into that room. Alright. Then Shalem's going to go and stand right next to him and let him do that. And then sneak around him later. He moves. And I think that it's safe for Zoo to sit right here. I think this will be okay, but I have no guarantees. Luckily, he's sitting right next to a freestanding object is great because you can just always move around it as guys notice you and stay hidden. So it's actually one of the safer places to be. Let's see, what are you doing? You're gonna come right back in. Oh, and probably discover Zoo in a couple of turns. Great. Well, at least I can hide from you here. And a camera. So let's kill the camera. And then that'll be a locked door over there, so I don't even know if... This might be a dead end for Shalem.
Arcane is calling out the gotta save these potions for later behavior pattern.
Yeah, I definitely am that way. That's one of my problems with playing Zoo, actually, because he's got these really powerful abilities, but I have a strong tendency to just always save his abilities for later and never actually use them. So let's see if I can get him a security card. Yes, I can.
So there's a question. When making SOD 1 or 2, did you guys get tired of certain points? Like if I have to drive this for QA one more time, etc. The answer is yeah, you absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially whatever beginning you have. Wherever you start becomes the stupidest place on the map. Even if it's a great area, it just turns into, here.
This place.
Again.
Yeah. Okay, I have 250 credits, which means I can't afford anything. Scan chip? What is it?
But it's worth like, early on in development, the whole map's not in yet. Like, you've got, like, the tiny subsection of map, and you're running around trying to test things, trying to play and get a feel for stuff, and see how the content you're making works. And you just start hitting this thing where you're like, well, I guess I'll go back to the one store again. Yeah. That's where my mission says I need to go.
You hit these points in development where there's like rapid increases going on, and like things are getting into the game with like speed and regularity, and that mitigates this a lot.
Yeah.
Like every day there's something new to look at. Those are some of the better times. But then eventually you hit a point towards the end where like really everything's in and it's just getting incrementally better, and then that can be one of the more difficult times to play your own game when there really isn't much new to see. So looks like the bad guy has gone through this door already and is looking for that thing. So I'm just gonna hang out here. And Zoo's gonna stay where he is, finishing up that. I forgot what I even get out of hacking these databanks. I just know it's an extra thing I can do, and therefore I must do it.
One down.
All right. So that guy ends up facing this way. So I'm gonna hide Zoo right there so he can't be seen when the guy comes into that room. He wants to go hit that other databank up there and see what's behind that door. Meanwhile, Shalem wants to find out where this guy is going next. Okay, searching by that door, so that means I've got a lot of options for where I can go. Up to and including, again, right next to the guy. When he turns to walk the other direction, he's just not going to see me at all, so it seems fine. So yeah, so he's in a yellow space, the other guy can't see him. Oh look, there's a guy up there I didn't know about. So that guy's going to keep heading towards that exclamation point, so Shalem can safely sit right here where Zoo was, making incremental progress towards this door, which is where I'm trying to get him. Meanwhile, Zoo, I'm going to send up here.
You worried about where that other guy?
I am worried about where that other guy, yeah. So, I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Okay, so if I predict his movements. Okay, so he does his diagonal move early, which means he's not going to be in position to see me if I'm in this spot right here.
Okay.
So I'll be good. Like, if this spot was to the left a little bit and open to him, then he might actually see me during the diagonal part of his run, right there. But I think I should be good. Oh, we got. Oh, hey, Fertuz is here. Hey, Fertuz.
Lord Fertuz says they either record your power, increase your power credits, just remember which.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, I prefer credits to power. Credits are more long term, and I've sort of got a build here where I don't really need power a whole lot. I mean, I'm relying on parasites. So, okay, let's see. Where is this guy gonna go next? In that room, out that door, and this guy just turns right around, right? Yeah.
Dan is recommending that we record one of the moments that's getting frustrating, where things not working, and put together a montage for when it finally comes together. That's a fun idea, but honestly, no one here has time to record each other. We all have to just, like, when they were working on, when Double Fine was working on the adventure game, the name of which is escaping me for the moment.
Broken Age?
Broken Age. They had a documentary team there for most of it. So they were able to capture fun stuff like that. But it's just...
Yeah, occasionally folks will remind us, like if we have a particularly funny bug, to catch a screenshot of it or a video of it, you know, so we have a few things, but it's kind of rare, because usually when you find a bug or a weird problem, it's because you're anxiously trying to get something else done.
Right.
So the main thing you want to do is get past it quickly so that you can get your other job done.
Yep. Stopping to capture problems. If you're not actually, like, recording it video for QA, which is where most of the videos come from.
Yeah.
We stopped and recorded something, so QA would have it.
Additional guards.
We don't tend to stop.
Yeah.
We tend to just try to get stuff working again.
Alright, we're going to try this again, this time with some hope that the cameras will turn off. I really should have searched in that door with Zoo earlier.
Yeah.
So that I know it. Oh, crap! That's the way that guy decided to go, huh?
That's too clean.
Great. Okay, so that guy. Okay, he's gonna go around that way, and so is that the only way you can go? No, he just decided to be a jerk. So I can't really hide anywhere besides where I am right now. So I'll just let that happen. Hopefully they'll be facing. The nice thing is, the closer a guard gets to you, the more limited his view is close to you.
Right.
And so you can navigate around him. So right now they've got him completely covered, but that's going to change. Okay, there's the exit. So now it's just a question of how much crap do I try to do before running to the exit. And
Is there like a data bank you haven't scrubbed yet?
so I don't really know. Are there usually 2? Are there 3? I don't know.
No, we've got the thing again where I can't see anything. I'm gonna have to go play with the lighting.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I don't even know if we can mess with the presets in here. All right, end that turn. Oh, holy crap! Well, great. What I should have used my rewind. I mean, I'm kind of screwed now.
Is it too late to use your rewind?
I think the rewind will just take me back to where this is inevitable. It'll take me back to the beginning of the previous turn where I was already boxed in. Though, if they all ran around this way... I hadn't thought about the fact that guy was coming back. Okay, I am going to rewind. So my guy has got the ability to shoot people, which might be worth using this time. He's also got the ability to lay an ambush for people. Okay, so he's caught here. The only place he can hide is here, initially. This guy's going to run around that way.
That went much more smoothly than the last time I tried to do the lights.
They're both going to go this way. So really... Okay, so I don't know what this does right here. Shoot at movement during the enemy's turn. That means I'll probably shoot at the first enemy that moves, which I'm trying to remember now. Was it this guy? Was this guy the first enemy that moved? Because if he is, I've got this. If he's not, we have more trouble. I assumed that the guy... I wish I hadn't made so many assumptions. I assumed that the guy over here was going to spend more time in this area before coming back through.
You make an assumption, Geoffrey.
Yeah.
You leave yourself open to having presumed something to be true without sufficient evidence.
There you go. I'm just trying to think. So is it going to be a better move for me to... Because this guy... They're both going to take the same route over. And so I can zap one of them on the way over, but not the second. If that... Does anyone in the chat remember if that top guy was the first one to move? Because if he was the first one to move... No, he wasn't. No, somebody came over and looked both ways near me. And then that other guy moved. So I would just, if I set myself up to shoot somebody, I would just shoot the first guy who came in here. But yeah, so okay, so I think my only move right now is to stay put, but set myself up to ambush people. So I'll take a guy down, and then hopefully they won't flank me too hard. And I'll be able to move again next turn. Meanwhile, I guess I'll run Dr. Zoo down and see if he can be of use, which I don't think he can be. I mean, he'd have to run pretty hard to get anywhere. All right, so we'll see how this goes. Again, just because I lose a guy, that's not necessarily the end. Zoo could drag him. There's a lot of things that could happen still. So, okay, yeah. So, whoa. Okay, so, dang.
Was your only rewind?
Yeah, it's my only rewind. So this guy's screwed. He has taken out one guy temporarily. And he could take, I think is his gun lethal? Lethal damage, yeah. So he could at least permanently take out one of these guys before going down. Because technically it shows that I've got these yellow spots here, but I think that's not actually true. I think if I move here, because that guy can see me, he'll try to follow me, and he'll still shoot me. And I don't think Zoo can get there in time. If I had run him actually before, yeah, you know what? If I had run Zoo before, he probably would have been able to get there in time. But
It seems like what has to happen is you take one of these guards out.
and then the other guards will scatter, and Zoo can sneak in and try to drag him to safety. I don't have any med gel, so I can't wake him up. I'm going to give up on all of my other possible objectives over here and just try to survive now. So running with Zoo might actually be a decent move. We'll pull a guy towards him. I'm going to try running with Zoo. Okay, nobody heard him. Interesting. He'll still do that just in case. Shalem is going to murder someone. This guy. No, not the guy on the ground. I thought I was aiming at a different guy.
Additional guard.
Now we brought another guard in.
Evasion recommended.
It's really hard to tell who you're aiming
You know
at
how much
sometimes
time
in
and
this
money has
game.
gone into that agent's training. I won't have you wasting company resources that way. Get them back to the jet.
So yeah, Lord Fortuitous, you're right that power in this game is important. What did I say, right, Pete? The thing is, my build right now is not very dependent on having high power. So I deliberately went for an approach to the game where where I'm not constantly hungry for power, which yeah makes a difference. So let's scooch over here, see where these guys are going. He's going in there. He's going up that way. Neither of these guys will see me if I'm right here. So that's where I'm going to be. Except that guy might. I don't know where he's going.
He does.
That way. Alright, so he runs. He runs.
Investigating area.
Oh, great.
Investigating.
So he's coming back. Zoo has got a key card. That means Zoo can sneak through over there, which might be the best way to go. There's a lot more cover that direction, I think. The real question is, can I... No. Drag corpse of... Drag Shalem. Okay, so I gotta drop him, and then open the door, and pick him up again, go in here, and drop him, and then close the door. And it feels like, I wish you could just open doors while you're dragging guys. I don't feel like, I mean, there's never been a case where, because those are both free actions, and I've never had a case where it was important. Basically, all it can do is trip me up by having me forget to pick up or drop a guy at the wrong time.
Right.
It can't, there's no tactical decision making going on there. It's just kind of a chore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trap this door in case somebody tries to follow us. And I think that's all I can do. Where is everybody? You just saw that guy.
Investigating the area.
Alright, so pick up Shalem. It's kind of inspiring, actually, sort of, rescuing my friend like this.
Yeah, it makes you feel pretty noble for duties.
Taking all these risks to save my fellow man.
I mean, he did just murder someone who was like at work doing his job.
Yeah, that's true.
What was that? Hey, you okay?
Ugh.
You
Come
stop
on.
there.
I'm sure he had his reasons though.
Oh, they got away.
Damn it, they got away.
Yeah, so let's be ready to ambush the guy. End the turn. There's sitting more and more guards after me. But the guards are all going to come from the southeast, and I'm heading towards the north. So, he knows where I am. Let's steal his stuff. Over here. Pick up Shalem, come on. I gave him a modification that lets me move further after I've knocked somebody out. So that ended up being a very good decision. Is that this way? Yeah, I always drop guys before I quit the turn because dropping guys, it count like when an enemy's got you in their sights and you get one action to try to escape it, dropping someone counts as an action. So you can't like attack him or anything because your hands are full. So you see them drop their friend and then get shot.
Right. Whereas when it's on your turn, picking him back up is free.
Yes, exactly. Everybody's waking up.
Investigating.
Except for the guy who was already on the ground unconscious and you shot him.
Yes, except for that guy.
That guy's not feeling so good.
Kind of not feeling, period. He's not feeling bad either.
That's true, to be fair.
He's in a state most people would not prefer.
Yeah.
That's kind of like feeling bad in that people who imagine how he is will feel bad about that.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh yeah. We got this. Shalem, you're going home. Except for that one guy. I gotta deal with between here and there. But I'll get some extra action points when I take him out. So, yeah, my weapon is recharged. Oh crap! 2 elite enforcers.
Where are they warping in?
The other side of the map. So, but they know where I am, and I don't know. Oh yeah, and I think it actually tells the nearest guard where I am. So I had considered trapping this door, and I should have done it because now I'm wasting time going back and doing it. I don't see a guy here. That means there is no guy. And enter. Oh, great. I think I come in that way. Okay, so does that count as me? That does not count as me taking a guy out. So I don't get the AP bonus. So I think what I need to do...
Trap that door.
I can only trap... there's a cooldown on my trap. So I think I've made a good decision. Yeah. Nobody's going to get me right now. But he is going to be facing a not very useful direction for me. There are some rules. When they do that move, they can detect nearby guys even if they're under cover. And I'm not sure what the range is on that. It's kind of confusing. Okay, so what's this guy doing next? I can't even tell. He's going to search right in front of himself. Alright, I think I just got to sit tight. Holy crap. They're converging.
Investigate the area.
This is going badly for me. So under normal conditions, I could get over to this place I want to be at. But what am I? So the problem is, if I look at the guys to find out exactly where they're going to go next turn, I won't have enough movement points to get where I need to go.
Right.
So I'm going to take a risk here, and they are going to see me. I'm not actually sure if I can take an enemy out on top of my friend.
Can you go into Overwatch?
There's no. He doesn't have a ranged weapon, so yeah, I can be ready to attack them if they get close to me.
Okay.
The problem is I don't know if I can take them out while I'm standing on my friend, and I might not be able to. So I know I can't take a guard out while I'm standing on another guard. The question is there different rules for my ally? Oh, well, there's always the case of him taking extra time to get there. I hadn't considered that. Okay, so...
You notice there's a guard in the room you're heading for.
Yes. So I'm gonna put him down, and then... I don't know what I'm doing now. I haven't actually peeked into this room since an earlier part of the playthrough. So he's going to run straight out, past me. All right, I think I've got this. I think this is actually going to happen. Because that guy who's going to come investigate right next to me, he might detect me, but I think I'll be able to get away in time.
Investigating.
Okay, he didn't detect me. That guy runs out of the room, right past me. This is what I love about this game, is that it just seems like all is lost, but you can just sort of barely eke out a victory. Well, I'm okay. I'm not going to rest on my laurels yet, because who knows? Something else bad might happen. I can do the thing that when the first time I won Invisible Ink Console Edition or whatever, it was despite having accidentally just ended my turn right at the beginning of my turn.
Do you have time
nothing.
to booby trap the door?
Do I? I don't have cooldown to booby trap it, unfortunately.
That's what I wondered. You would cool down enough.
So yeah, the real question is, if there's any chance that somebody might come in this door,
do you hide around the corner, or do you...
Yeah, so I could make more progress towards the exit, but I think it might be more prudent for me...
Did you mean to leave Shalem where it was?
Yes.
Oh, so that if they come in, you can be like, ambushed!
Yeah, because I'm not sure if I can stand on him or not and still ambush somebody. So I'm just being safe by leaving him there. Look at that! Right choice. If I had just moved forward the way I had originally planned, that would have gone very badly. That would have been the end of my game. Okay, so I'm sitting on top of this guy, and looks like there's nothing to steal from the guard. I can close the door if I can find it. There it is. And then pick up Shalem. Get the crap out of there.
Nice work. The more tools we have at our disposal, the better.
Whew. That was initially a terribly played game that turned out okay. Ended up with 270 credits, can't really buy anything with that, so I guess we're just going to start the next mission, and we're running out of time, so I'll probably kick off the next mission like I usually do. I always kick off the next mission first and then continue on some other time. Oh, okay, more people. We definitely want more people, so we're going to run straight for that. It's lower security than the other choices, and it's also going to give us an advantage the next thing we do. So even though it's not the closest, sometimes you want to go for the closest thing so you can cram more missions in before the boss mission happens. But in this case, I think it'll be more valuable for me to have another person. And the difference between those two missions wasn't very high. And we're going to wait for a loading screen right at the end of the video. All right. That is that. Thanks for being here, everybody.